You guys don't know how many times I've had to re-record this video. I realized when I recorded, audio just didn't play from FL, so the whole video was ruined. And I got sick, and so I couldn't record because I sounded like shit. Didn't want to record, obviously. So yeah, we're doing this. But anyway, what's up, y'all? Can Secure here, and I'm here to show you how to make a Larry June loop. The loop I will be showing you is from my new kit that's coming out. It's called Long Beach, California, because you know that's where I'm based out of. And yeah, man, let's get into it, bro. I'm gonna pray that this works. This whole thing works. I'm gonna play y'all the loop. I've heard that so many times now, I don't even enjoy this. So I'll try to explain this. I'll try to break down the loop for you guys. Some of the presets I don't have just because, they were from Massive, and I don't have the full version of Massive, so I don't have some of the presets. So I'll show you like the MIDI files, but it's not gonna play at the same time. First thing I started was the chords. I always usually start with the chords. Here's how they sound. And let me show you the MIDI real quick. Yeah, so this is the MIDI. These are the chords. I think it's in D sharp minor. Not 100% certain. I forgot. Just minor, ninths, and sevenths. That's really the key to Larry June beats. Bring them down 5 or whatever. Just make the chords connect. You know, if you have the made, you know, if the chords connect, it'll sound pretty not continuous, but I don't know, bro. It just makes it sound more fluid, if you will. It makes it smooth, makes it sound fluid. You know, you just want to keep the chords very simple in the Larry June type beat, you know. And I can tell you those are the water roads from Massive. I'm not pulling up the preset though. Too much effort. Yeah, next thing we got is this. Yeah, so what we got here is a little beep boop blip. Another preset for Massive. I actually don't know what this one's called, so sorry. You know, I didn't do much. I actually added Pancake, free VST, by the way, if y'all want to download it. Basically just makes it pan. Just added EQ, reverb, nothing crazy. I really don't do a whole lot when it comes to effects on most beats. Just EQ, reverb, that's really all you need to do. Maybe some delays here and there. So yeah, man, I'll show you the MIDI. The idea behind this was just, I don't know, I just needed a lead melody, to be honest, and this was kind of playing in my head, and so I just clicked it in, and boom, that's how that came out. It's just something catchy. It's the most identifiable part of the whole loop. Next thing we got is this. Yeah, so essentially it's just kind of like a E piano slash pad. Oh, never mind. Y'all don't need to see that. God damn it. That is a E piano slash pad. I was gonna show you the preset, but FL Studio just fucking hates me, and so I'm not pulling it up. I forgot. You could probably find it. It's in Xenology. It's not really that complicated, but yeah, it just follows the chords. I like to layer a lot when it comes to these types of beats, when it comes to the chords, because it could get pretty boring. Like, the chords could be very uninteresting. You got to make the sounds interesting. The sound selection is key. Next is what it looks like, the bass. Yeah, so that was the bass. I'll pull up the MIDI for that. Yeah, so as you can see, nothing too crazy, to be honest. It mainly follows the chords with a couple filler notes, and that's kind of what you want with these beats. You want them bouncy, so you gotta have filler notes in between, you know, the roots, just to make it more interesting. You know, the genre is kind of based out of funk and G-funk, so usually they have moving bass lines. And it's I don't know, it just walks a little bit. Have the bass line walk a little bit. What did I put on here? Put Darkfire. I found this plugin or somewhere. I don't know. It's cool. It's saturation. I just needed the bass to be a little thicker. Pretty balanced, whatever. Just to level. EQ. Kind of was weird with the EQ. I don't know why I did that, but that's just how it is. And yeah, next sound. Yeah, so that's just a bell. This is just a texture sound, really. I can tell you this is the JP80 bell out of Xenology, and I use this bell a lot because I know the name of it. And yeah, man, it just follows 2 notes, bro. It literally goes on to A sharp and F, and it's not complicated. It's just literally to add texture. You could hear it in the loop. It exists in the loop, but it is not the focal point of the loop. You always want to have a little bit of texture in your loops just to make it interesting, just to make it different. You don't have to have a million melodies that are ultra complicated. Sometimes you need something simple. Next thing, I forgot what this is. So this is the Sick Kid lead out of Massive. I remember that. And yeah, it's really just a accent sound, I guess, or even it's a lead sound. It literally just goes on 2 notes. It's nothing crazy. It's not like a complicated lead where it's like going up and down and all that. Sometimes you don't need a lot going on. You still need to leave space for the artist. So just having sounds that add something but not too much is the way to go. Sorry, we're gonna speed it up a little bit. We gotta get to the actual beat. Sorry. This is I can show you this one. This is the keyboarder lead out of Expand, and this is basically just the lead for texture. Doesn't really do much. It just sits on 1 note. I saw this lead in a Prod Infinite video. He makes West Coast beats, and I like to watch his stuff because of that. And yeah, he showed me this. Well, he didn't personally, but he showed in a video this lead, and I really like this lead a lot, and I use it in some of my beats when it's necessary. It's very smooth. I like it a lot. Again, just add texture to your beats. Without it, I feel like the beat definitely could exist, but I feel like it makes it a little more special without adding too much. Last sound but not least. Yeah, it's literally just I think it's the Suitcase piano out of Expand. Honestly, the sound wasn't that necessary to the whole thing. Again, this is just for texture, but I just felt like doing it, I guess. Again, 1 note, just beep 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 on F sharp. Nothing crazy. I think I added some chorus or whatever, reverb. Yeah, I did. And yeah, I mean, that's really the whole thing in its entirety. This loop isn't that complicated. I mean, it has its more complex parts, like the bass line, and that's really probably the most complicated part of the whole thing. After that, it's really a pretty simple loop. It's just taking simple ideas, putting it together to make it sound complex. That's really the idea. Now I will show you a beat that my past self recorded and an acapella. So boom. All right, guys, a little bit of a time skip. FL Studio crashed on me and OBS was just being weird, so I just took a break because I was frustrated, and now I'm back like a couple hours later when I shouldn't be, but I had to handle a couple errands too. But yeah, I mean, here we are in the project file for the beat. I'll play the beat.
Get into this motherfucker bag.
I forgot to mute the acapella, but yeah, I put an acapella under this beat. I'll explain that later. But yeah, let's just break down the beat. So obviously we have the sample, or not the sample, the loop. I pitched it up 300 cents because it just sounded better for what I was trying to do. And here are the drums. I'll just play them. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty bouncy, pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, hi-hats, you can see the pattern right here. Got this from the Scott Beams drum kit. The hi-hats, that in isolation. Yeah, I mean, nothing crazy, honestly. Just I feel like with these Larry June beats that are at like 90 some BPM, like you just want to have the hats, you want them to stutter a little bit, I guess, or have space in them, especially when you're gonna add extra percussion. You could do a two-step if you want to, but I feel like a two-step is pretty boring. I mean, it works depending on the beat, but I just felt like I wanted some bounce. You know, with the bouncy beat, you want to stutter your hi-hats in these type of beats, and so that's what I did. Snare, this is from like a Hunger Force kit. Here's the snare, nothing crazy, honestly. Yeah, I mean, all I did was I added reverb. I think it's on. Yeah, just added reverb. It might be a little too much, I'm not gonna lie, but added reverb, kick from a Hunger Force kit. So yeah, I mean, the kick, you don't want your kicks to do too much, I feel like, for most of these beats. Just have space, man. Just have space. It kind of follows the bass. It kind of goes off of it sometimes. They kind of bounce in between. You know, it's all ear, bro. It's all ear. Yeah, and then I'll just do percussion as a whole, because I'm not going to explain like the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, like some rims, some, you know, for accents, a little extra percussion. This is kind of like treating it like an open hat. Oh shit, let me get closer. Sorry, treating it like an open hat. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, this just kind of adds the drive. I feel like this is probably the most important one right here in terms of all the percussion. You know, this is kind of the driving underbeat. You know, it keeps it going, because I feel like without it, it doesn't really like, it doesn't go forward, if that makes sense. Like, but then you got this, it gives it movement. Like, okay, yeah, it's a steady rhythm that you can follow, but you don't really hear it that much when everything's playing, you know? Bro, this is, yeah, you know, reverse open hat, pretty cool. A little bark. I just thought it added character. You can't go without the cowbell. Cardo cowbell. Crash. Whatever, you know. Stomp. I felt like the stomp was just cool, just accents the end of the 4 bars. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Oh, and then added this this reverb clap. Yeah, it's just. And then the last part right here, we have the the acapella. And I feel like acapellas are really good, just for figuring out like the rhythm of your beat, or like how a beat would sound if someone were to rap over it, you know? Like, I've been using it a lot, and it's really good, because it you know, sometimes it helps you figure out which elements in the beat you need and which elements you don't need, because sometimes your beats can be overcooked and you're like, you know, you're trying to add a bunch of sounds to make it unique. Well, really, you don't need that many sounds. Like, obviously there's a lot of percussion in this beat, but it's not too much. Like, you know, it sounds like there's space, you could rap on it, and it, you know, if I put vocals on it, it's not gonna sound like ass, you know? A really good way to grow on YouTube is, I've been doing this lately, just literally make a song with an acapella. People will want to listen to it. You know, that's the sauce right there. That's what I've been doing lately. Just do remixes. They're pretty simple, you know, just make a beat, find an artist you like, and, you know, put an acapella over it. Just make sure, you know, you make the vocals match and stuff. And I'll play it for you right now. Why not? I'll play the whole thing for you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more of this. I'm not an editor, so, I mean, you know, this might not be the most well put together video. This is my first time really doing a video in the style. But yeah, man, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Drew is a pathological liar. He is a liar.
Get into this motherfucking bag. Damn. Yeah. I'm on bag mode. Rory with the fast mode. Made plans with a flake. I'm an asshole. Cat and all spent the 2 on the Yellowstone. Got her looking at the ocean, eating smoothie balls. I'm a real street nigga, don't get it confused. Same nigga from the block, turning 1 to 2. Do my dance on the hoe, I got bag now. Niggas playing. pull up, but still don't fuck around. Hold on, check. Bitch, I'm fresh as hell. Hold on, check. Let a nigga live. I been on the stagnation, I ain't spending shit. Took the bitch to ride bikes, I ain't with